Hello, I'm Neil Day, Assistant Manager of Woodford Town, big supporter of the podcast and Jake's work.
Well, hi guys and welcome to the podcast. You're here with me, Jake, otherwise known as Foghorn from Harlow Town Fans TV. And as always, thank you to our sponsors, Loserpool. If you don't know who Loserpool are by now, please go and check their website. It's a football pool where you back the loser. And as I say that, I forgot to do it this week, so that's me out of the competition this week. Now, things a little bit different this week. Due to it being half term, I've actually found some time on a Sunday to record this, so I don't wake the kids up in the morning. So without further ado, we will go into the scores of the weekend, and then we will look at the content that's been sent in. This week it's been sent in by Johnny Drummond, Chris from the Blue Army Ultras, Michael from Hertford Town Fan TV, and James Beardwell, the Witham Town Superfan, and Harrison, who gives us his opinions and report on the Leyton Orient versus Maidenhead game. I will catch up with you after that.
Foggers, greetings from Billy Town. It's top v bottom today, or bottom v top, whichever your persuasion is. Top of the table, Billingham Town taking on last place Durham City. Billingham Town lost their first game last week away to West Lothian Celtic 2-1. It was a bit of a shock, but just goes to show how difficult the Northern League is. I'm here with Billingham Town fan Charlie.
Howdy.
Who's originally from Croydon.
Up the Spurs.
How do you think the score's going to go today?
I reckon we'll be 2-0.
2-0. I'll be back later on to let you know if he's talking a load of southern claptrap or whether he's got northern wisdom. Up the town. Oh. Get in. In. Yeah! We've won 27 games without losing a game in the league. Lightning strikes twice. We've lost the second week in a row, Charlie.
Well, the Durham goalie was fantastic. We were shocking and deserved to lose, I feel.
It's now Billy Town still top of the league, but hanging on by about a standard 2 points. It's going to be all to play for in the final 6 weeks. Up the town.
Up the town.
Good evening, everyone. This is Michael from Hertford Fans TV. Today's result: the 1-1 draw away from home. Excellent performance from the lads. Created some excellent chances. A well-worked goal, and was a threat on the counter-attack. We conceded a 93rd minute goal, so gutted for the lads. But overall, well done to Adam and the lads for getting their first points under the new regime. As performance goes, there'll be a lot more of that after today's performance, I would have thought. Come on, you Blues.
Hi podcast, is me Harrison. We're covering the Leyton Orient Maidenhead game. Really poor Leyton Orient, and really we were We didn't show up in a crucial point of the season where Solihull and Wrexham are knocking on the door. Solihull overthrew us and claimed top spot. They did drop points as well, but not enough. And Wrexham have now overtaken us. We can't do this. Most crucial point of the season, in my opinion, and we're dropping points. We can't do this. If we continue to do this, we just slip further down the table and we wondered what could have been instead of what should be. Anyway, covering Epping Town today, a great win that sees us go second. First place is really on the cards now. It's just a case of we need to keep the form up. Where Leyton Orient are struggling to keep their form up is where there could be their undoing because they're dropping points at crucial times. Epping Town can't replicate their form and they need to pick up points at crucial times to stay ahead. The reason I think Leyton Orient have dropped so far down is because their main man Josh Koroma, his passing, his agility, his timing, he's the reason I think we're in the top four. And McBon and Epiketa. If we don't start winning and if we don't get promotion, they'll leave because they're League One quality. They can go to clubs like Portsmouth and Sunderland and make a better career. So it's all pressure on Justin Edinburgh to get promotion to keep these players, or they'll leave. Anyway, that was just my opinion on the games. I don't know, my opinion might be different to other opinions. People might think we played better, but I don't think we did. I think the support wasn't there, the players didn't turn up. Fair play to Maidenhead, they needed points to stay up, and they're getting the points to stay up. It's the best way result of the season. Anyway, congratulations to Maidenhead United. Hope we can pick it up later on.
Drew 2-2 against Folkestone and Victor away. It's a really good result, especially from the circumstances that happened in the match. Until the 72nd minute, it looked like it'll be a 0-0. But after Ahmet Rifat got sent off in the 72nd minute, the game had a bit of an edge to it. Majority of attacks from there were at Folkestone's, and they eventually got the goal through a penalty, what was an absolute shambolic decision. Then they made it 2-0, but we showed character to salvage a draw in the 90 plus 11th minute, where we've had the 2 goals in basically less than a minute, where new guy Mendy got his first goal for the club, as well as Aliou Njay, who got his second goal for the club. But so really good result, and hopefully it can be a boost for our league form. Thank you for watching. Bye.
This is James Beardwell, the Witham Town FC superfan, reporting for the podcast of Witham Town versus Great Wakering Rovers. Come on, Town! Oh! Yes! Yes! Oh, go on! Yeah! The full-time score, Witham Town 2, Great Wakering Rovers 1. I'm just so relieved that we finally hold on to the win, and we got the win at the final whistle, and we won it the hard way. And the Witham Town support was absolutely unreal throughout the whole 90 minutes.
Well, thanks as always for the content that was sent in. Please send content in if you're watching this show and you want your team to get involved. Please do so. Send it over to my WhatsApp. Just DM me or message me on YouTube for that information. Now, we're looking at some news. Orient's defeat, of course, meant they slipped to third, or we slipped to third, should I say. Not that great. I'm hoping it's not another case of the 2014 season, 13-14 season, where we led the league for so long, obviously back in League One then, and ended up losing the playoff final on penalties after being 2-0 up. I'm hoping that is not the case, and I'm hoping the O's bounce back and do win that league and go up without having to go through the dreaded playoffs. Of course, remarkable if you win, devastating if you lose. Eastbourne manager Jamie Howell has stepped down from his position as manager And quite a lot of people within Eastbourne Borough Football Club are quite upset with that. Manny, the YouTuber, as you'll probably know from the Sidemen and the YouTube Cups and so on and so forth, has signed a semi-professional contract with Basildon. Epping FC won a 5-2 against Canning Town, and that puts them up to second in the league. Now, let's talk about the game I was at this weekend. Now, for those that haven't seen it, either yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever I decide to put this out, whenever I get it done, or whenever you see it, we went to Irving. Now, we started off the game and they went 1-0 up, and their defence was quite shaky. First half, we actually had quite a few of their fans standing with us. And even they said, you will score here, and I'll be surprised if we get something out of the game. And then Reece Price Placid rather, scores to make it 1-1, and their defence looked so ropey. I've never ever seen a defence that plays out from the back that looked that scared to be on the ball. And that's no disrespect to them, because what's about to come next clearly shows that our defence weren't up to it either. They score, really good goal, but we should have been closing them down. But the goal itself was absolute perfection. Makes it 2-1 to Worthing. Then a free kick they get, which arguably from where I was, I didn't think it was a free kick, but it may have been. They score to make it 3-1 directly from the free kick. And then half time comes, you think it can't get worse. And it did. It got worse. It went 4-1, then 5-1, then 6-1, then 7-1, then 8-1, then 9-1. And it was an absolute disgrace. As you notice now, I'm quick enough to pick the boys up when we do well and say how good we've been. I'm not going to shy away with it. Yesterday we were atrocious, and the players knew that. The players knew we were very bad, and something needs to step up, because if we play like that against Whitehawk on Saturday, we're going to end up losing against Whitehawk. Of course, I'll be doing some work with odds and evens. I don't know if I'll be in the stands. I don't know exactly how my video is going to go down. I don't know whether it's just a case of we're going to do a shared video on the Winkball platform and there won't be a vlog for that week, or it might just be a review without the highlights. I'm not too sure yet. Of course, Whitehawk have got Burgess Hill midweek as well, so Harlow really hoping that's going to be a draw. And never, ever in a billion years thought I was going to say this, but come on Stortford on Tuesday, because they play Wingate and Finchley, which is Wingate's last game in hand. So yeah, I think really what's happened, I think the fans as well, from Burgess Hill, when we won that game and we went on a little run beforehand, we thought, that's it, job done, but job is not done. Massive respect to all the players that are coming over to apologise. People would have seen my tweet about the manager and how he didn't come over. I personally don't think that's right. You're the face of the team. Whether, I know you're not out there playing, but you are the face of the team. If we win, you take the credit. If we lose, you should also take the non-credit, so to speak. Or the credit of the defeat, whatever way you want to word it. Now anyway, let's look at some positive news. For myself, now, I have gained work experience after many months of asking with Snack Media. Guy that actually runs it, James rather, he is a former Harlow College student. So I'll be doing that on Mondays as of the 4th of March going forward. So in terms of the podcast, fingers crossed my family go out every Sunday. If not, it's going to be a case of me recording it Sunday in the garden. Well, apologies for the abrupt end to the video. Obviously, when I was recording the video, the time cut out and I didn't realise due to the memory of my phone, it's been playing up a bit. So as always, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking, thanks for sharing, and I will catch up with you at Harlow versus Whitehawk on Saturday.